Hello my friends, welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to my Gig-Olos and Gigolettes. It's me, Gio. Y'all know who the fuck it is. Alrighty, well, today is going to be a 12-hour day, door to door. There's gonna be a lot of screenshots in this video. And yeah, a lot of, pretty much today I thought was gonna be a total bust. For the first like 2 hours I was out here, I'm like, man, I ain't gonna make dig today. And then things turned around. Combination of TaskRabbit and Lyft Filters working pretty well. The 3 TaskRabbit gigs, each of them were 1 hour gigs. But the longest one today took 30 minutes. So got some handsome tips today too. But yeah, so I left my house at 7:30. I turned Lyft on for a little bit, I had Lyft on and Amazon on, and I turned my availability on for TaskRabbit. And then at 7:30, I got my first instant offer. It was a 2-stopper, and I didn't realize it was going to be this frustrating when I took the offer. So I drove over there. It was only 7 packages. I get there, and the first stop was, I think, 15 minutes at least west of where I was from the Whole Foods. And then after that was in Elgin. So from there, and obviously I'm gonna post like I'll probably do that right now. I'll just post the Google, the timeline from today. First one took me very far west, and then from that one to my next stop, the second and last stop of that instant offer, I had to drive 21 minutes northeast. So a good distance. At that point, I had to drop heat real bad. Real bad, right? So I drove to the closest grocery store I could, which is 8 minutes away. Got over there, used the bathroom. I turned Lyft on, and keep in mind, I don't have my trip duration or direction right now because I've been at 88% for the last 3 days, and I just turned down a ride before I started recording this video. I'll get to that in a minute, or in a little bit more in a minute. So I turned Lyft on, and I'm waiting. I was checking Instacart because at this point I'm like, okay, I got 3 hours to stay busy before my 1 p.m. task. So I get my first ride. It takes me north to Gurnee, all the way north to Gurnee. So that was like a 20-something minute. It took me 15 minutes to go get the passenger, and then 21 minutes to drop them off. And then I was in Gurnee/Waukegan for a little bit, and I think the 3 rides I took were literally like, kind of like where I picked one person up, I dropped them off, I had a pickup not too far from that drop off, literally took them right back to almost where I picked up the passenger right before them. And I think that happened for a little bit, and then I got frustrated. So I turned on keep in mind, I have 4 filters because I'm whatever, the highest tier on Lyft. So I turned on my filter to O'Hare, because this is my dumbass fault. I thought my task was in the west suburbs, but turns out that was a task tomorrow. So I turned my filter, I got 1 shorty, and then I got 1 ride that took me around O'Hare, like 10 minutes south of O'Hare. And then I got 1 more ride on that filter. And then I checked TaskRabbit, and I realized, oh, this task is literally 5 minutes from O'Hare. So I'm like, sweet, I'm already there. So that task started at 12:30, I went to Mariano's, used the bathroom. I had to drop heat this time, but I didn't have empty bottles to use the bathroom in. And while I'm there, I'm like, you know what, I can get some lunch. I got some fried chicken and some mac and cheese. And man, oh man, that was delicious. It was unbelievable. It was so good. So I went over there, I did the first task, and it was set at 1. I got there exactly at 1. It was moving a couch and like a footrest to the guy's daughter's apartment. That took 20 whole minutes. So I got my $53 in app. He gave me a $20 cash tip. I had another task set for 3. So I'm like, okay. So I set my filter, my second filter for Evanston, right? Set my filter. I got, oh no, I didn't set my filter yet. I got one little ride, and then I set my filter. And I was waiting. I got one ride that took me towards Evanston with a tip. It was like $10. That guy was cool as fuck. He hates his ex-wife. Apparently the ex-wife is raking him over the coals for divorce. Did the task. That one, the next task, it was moving 4 air conditioners, 4 of the window air conditioning units. The first one was a motherfucker. This thing had to be 80 pounds. Moving it downstairs to a basement. Not that easy. Moving one unit to where I replaced the first unit, and then taking 2 other units to the basement. That only took like 15 minutes, so I got paid an hour for that one. I had another task at 4:30, so I used my third Lyft filter to filter towards Wicker Park. I got 2 rides. One of them didn't exactly take me towards Wicker Park, so when I ended the second ride, I messaged the client on TaskRabbit. I said, hey, I was supposed to be there at 4. I said, hey, I'll be there at 4:15. No problem. I also had I got in touch with a buddy. He helped me out with this one because all the same day taskers were charging the cheapest. The cheapest one was charging $48 an hour, and his reviews are dog shit. And I told the client through the app, I was like, you're free to hire another tasker, but I know that the people that are available same day usually charge arm and a leg. So he met me there, 4:15. We had to move a treadmill base first, which was the hardest part, and then the rest of the treadmill, and that whole thing took 30 minutes. She hooked my buddy up with $60 in cash. I got a $20 cash tip. So again, that was $73 for 30 minutes. At which point I was like, I'm at $350. Let me try to go for 400, right? Let me try to crack $400. So I told myself, like, maybe I could rack up a few power zones, and then I will filter home. So I did one ride. That one was worth a decent amount for an economy ride. No power zone. Then I turned on Lyft Lux, hoping that if I just kept my app on, I would snag a power zone. I actually got a ride that took me downtown. And then not too long after that, without a power zone, I got a Lux ride that took me north. At which point I'm like, okay, I just need like $12 to crack. No, 18? I think I needed $18 because my first instant offer was probably worth $30. This is not where I want to get off. So after the second Lux ride, I'm like, I just filtered towards Woodfield Mall, and I got a pretty lengthy economy ride that took me, it did take me towards the mall. It was still a lengthy ride because I'm still eating miles home. So that ride paid $20. So without even including the tip on Amazon, I made $400. It took 12 hours. It took a lot of sweat, and probably, let's say 230 miles. But yeah, made it happen. And it would not have happened without my Lyft filters. And oh yeah, and I gotta mention this too right now. My filter was still turned on after my last drop off, and I actually got a ping from O'Hare. And since I don't have trip direction or duration, and sometimes the Lyft filter can be a little, unreliable, so I'm like, you know what, I'm not gonna risk it. It's already been a pretty long day. I don't want to end up in fucking Elgin for $18, rather just go home. So yeah, well, let me double check here. So I made $199 on TaskRabbit, including $40. That's with $40 in cash. Oh, there's a power zone at there's a power zone in O'Hare right now. $8. Must be some pretty heavy demand. There are 5 Lyft drivers at O'Hare right now. Okay. So $199 on TaskRabbit, $179 on Lyft, and so that, let's just round up to let's say 200. So what is that? 380 minus 2, it's 378. And the base pay on my instant offer was $20. So if I only make $1 in tips, then I made $400, which I'm honestly hoping I made more than $1 in tips. So yeah. So that was $400 for 12 hours and probably 230 miles. I'll take a picture of it when I get home. Maybe a little bit more, maybe a little bit less. Busy day. A little bit of luck involved, getting some good tasks with good tips, generous tips, and you know, Lyft hooked it up for the most part. Like I said, when I was up in Waukegan doing those bullshit economy rides, I'm like, fuck, I'm not gonna make nothing today, especially after that instant offer. Which it's funny because I set my trip meter, I reset it when I left my driveway, and I'm like, I was less than $1 per mile. Because I'm honestly thinking I might make $30 on that first instant offer, but it was like 45 miles. And I'm thinking to myself, like, this is the roughest start to a day ever. But everything worked out. So yeah. All right, I'll do my updated earnings tomorrow. Honestly, I know a lot of you guys don't really take value from these videos anymore. I can't really help you guys make more money on some of these apps because a lot of them, you know, strategy wise, I can't tell you how to strategize to make more money on Amazon. Unfortunately, I can't do it. I can't tell you how to strategize to make money on Instacart because I suck at Instacart. I can't tell you how to strategize to make more money doing food delivery since I fucking despise food delivery. But maybe some of you out there, you're running multiple gigs, which you should be right now if you want to maximize earnings. So maybe you'd be like, yeah, maybe you know, maybe I should check out Gio's videos a little bit. You know, utilize the filters with enough time so you can squeeze in an extra $15-20 between gigs. You know, that's what. Since I have the 4, I'm going to use them for that. Right? So yeah. All right, guys. So I got this one. I want to thank you all for watching. Everyone, please stay safe, stay driven, stay healthy, stay classy. I'll talk to you next time.